That was a child tear.
I'm rolling, by the way.
Oh.
Hi, Nico. Everybody say hi,
Hi,
Nico.
Nika. Hi, Nika.
No
Bye,
way, Nico from
Nico.
One
Not
Shot.
Nico from One Shot.
Oh, the
Nika
inferior Nico.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. So, hey guys, it is currently 11 at night, and we've been in VC for like 6 hours.
It's not. It's 6 p.m.
Shut up.
Shut up.
So we're here, and we're gonna watch the Seekers of the Storm expansion announced trailer. I'm not screen sharing. Sorry, guys.
Your banned.
We're gonna watch the Risk of Rain 2 new
Sorry.
expansion announcement trailer.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I just remembered one of the very first videos
Turn off autoplay.
me and Quinn ever did together was reacting to the Breath of the Wild trailer when it came out.
When? What? I don't remember this.
I'll find the video. It's
Nico, cut
old.
all this out.
Okay.
Nico, find the video of me and Quinn from like 2017.
She doesn't
Nico,
have access to
Show me
that.
this guy's balls.
She should. It's on my channel.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, Nico, go get that.
Ba, 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 ba.
Oh.
Epic music. Oh.
Oh wait, this is hand animated. Wait,
Know the following. I am no
Is this a Chris
longer
track? I can't
This
tell.
is a movie!
Whoa!
Providence!
That's Providence! That's gotta sick,
That's
actually.
Aurelionite.
Aurelionite, Providence. Oh,
What?
this is like in the
Providence v
past.
Mithrix?
Yeah.
Hang on, let's.
Insane.
Oh.
is part of me.
I honestly really love the lore.
Is
Aurelionite.
don't-
This is the Gilded Coast.
pathetic
Yeah.
creatures.
Wait,
I
who?
actually can't.
Wait,
That's Huntress. That was definitely Huntress.
Yeah, that's just what happened in Risk of Rain 1.
that is what happened
Yeah.
in Risk of Rain 1.
I've
Lemurians.
never played Risk of Rain.
Driven by the fear
Was that a ziggurat?
hatred.
Oh my god!
Birds.
The
I
first-
love
Aurelionite. Oh, wait, Aurelionite got killed.
No, that's not Aurelionite.
That.
It's
Was
a different.
it?
That's a different Titan.
That's a new guy.
Prometheus. Prometheus is like destroyed.
Face my divine rule.
Do you think it's gonna be based off the Starstorm DLC?
Oh,
I
it could
think that's
be.
William the Conqueror guy. Guys,
It's
Okay,
kind of
okay.
That's
Let's. Okay, we've seen it. What are our thoughts?
Looks pretty
I think
good.
that
Okay, hang on. Let's
I
go.
think
Let's
that
go. Remy first. No, Remy first. What do
Okay.
you think?
It looks good. I mean, I don't know what it's actually going to be about. I think it's going to be about that Titan. Is going to be
Yeah.
the
Okay.
thing.
Quinn.
Was
Quinn.
that a what? Sorry,
Uh,
was that a Chris? Was it a Chris track?
That
I-
sounded. It had like the guitars, had the synths.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't.
It was better than it was
It's
better than the song from
It was
the
better than whatever it's called. Nico, put the title of the mobile game.
hostile environment.
Oh yeah, hostile environments or whatever.
It it definitely had gave me the same vibe as one of the mods.
Yeah,
Starstorm 2.
Starstorm sounds a lot, or is very similar. I am wondering if the Starstorm devs were involved in this at all. If not, that's fine. But like,
I mean,
ooh.
I'm not expecting it, but that'd be pretty cool.
I'm not expecting it,
Pretty
but
cool.
like, you know, storm motif.
And it seems it's gonna bring a lot of or hopefully involvement with the lore.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
some-
yeah. This
some
is
Risk of
definitely
Run
a
stuff.
lot of lore. Like
Because
based
I mean,
stuff.
for a
This
while,
definitely-
like lore
This
was
is
something you have to go
this
out
is
of
the
your
first
way
time
to
we've
find.
heard a voice in the entire Risk of Rain series.
True.
True.
yeah.
This, like,
Um,
this one
and,
definitely.
like-
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
It like they're bringing a lot of Risk of Rain 1 stuff. At least it seems like.
Yeah, Providence,
I-
the like, all the
And I'm
lore.
really and it's definitely gonna have some involvement with the Gilded Coast and Aurelionite. I hope.
Gilded Coast, Aurelionite, because we saw the big chains.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
Yeah,
sure.
these.
Yeah.
And it's. I mean, yeah. And
That does
like,
look
it,
like Aurelionite, at least here.
It does seem.
Oh, if you look at
pretty
the
clear.
top right, you can see.
Yeah, there's
his-
something
That looks like
statue
Providence.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so, Lena, did you have anything to say?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like go Matt Pap up on so
Okay. Well, yeah, we're gonna
Okay,
dissect
so-
this.
Providence and Mythworks, they're fighting, right?
They
don't
were
like each other,
they
right?
were fighting,
Yeah.
yeah.
That
Yeah,
happened.
well,
And then
originally,
there's a
like their
new
brother.
guy.
They are
There's a-
brothers,
there's
and
a-
then
Yeah. You know who also used to be brothers? the Anglo-Saxons and the Vikings.
That's so
And you know-
true. That is.
You know, they fought, and then while they were fighting, a new person came onto the scene. This guy William the Conqueror, and I think that's what the guy at the end is supposed to represent.
Nico, put up some nerd gif right now.
I think. Okay, that's not okay. Hopeful Games, can you please tell Nico this is not okay in the comments? This is
No,
a true
if I
thing.
get two Hopu games, like if I get two Hopu games comments on this channel, I'm gonna be so happy.
Hopeful Games
Oh, the
knows
lore
that the
is-
Battle of Hastings joke exists, so this is possible.
Okay.
It
Anyways,
could be.
So
It could
originally, like Providence created Aurelian and
Uh-huh.
gave it too much soul, I think. And
so then it might have gotten out of control, which might be what this is.
no, and then Mithrix sealed Aurelianite away in the Gilded Coast, and then Providence got angry and banished Mithrix to the moon, which is the lore there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
okay.
this
This definitely
appears
seems like
to be Providence
Or-
fighting Aurelianite, or at least some form of him, with the
Well,
Gilded
I got that.
Worm.
Or I
might
have
not be
that
fighting,
backwards.
it does just
Yeah.
like it could just be like
Creating.
This
Yeah.
isn't like a Stone Titan, because the Stone Titan's heads aren't shaped like that.
no.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely Aurelianite, and you can see.
And
I might have it
the
backwards,
plants and stuff.
and Mithrix put the soul in.
Either way,
Aurelianite.
we can figure that out later. But this is I remember reading in a logbook that when Providence appeared on the contact light in the events of 1, a crew member described him as commanding 2 gilded worms. This
Right.
appears to be one of those.
I
Well, there's
really
that,
like
like-
their incorporation with the lore here, because beforehand you had to like really go out of your way to learn it through the log entries, and now they're like blatantly showing.
And now they're just like, this is just like a drawing of it, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
The
I
art is
really like the
amazing. I
art.
just want to
the
say
art
that.
is so good.
The art
It's
is
like,
phenomenal. Yeah.
it looks like
This
something out
actually
of, like,
no,
an
hang on.
image
This might have been
of a
teased
comic.
much earlier, because I don't know if, like, Remy, you weren't here for this, but like I remember freaking out because I was listening to Risk of Rain 2 on Spotify, and the little canvas animations had this art style with the events of
Huh.
Providence and Mithrix fighting.
Right.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
interesting.
No, I do remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, you just want to hear from me freaking out over it.
So this image, I think,
Yeah.
looks like the Lemurians are like worshipping
Lemurians,
Aurelianite
Elder
almost.
Lemurians, worshipping Aurelianite in like some sort of jungle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
I will say-
definitely this is not the Gilded Coast.
This is definitely not the Gilded Coast, because it's not a coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
a
maybe-
little worried because
Mm.
I'm a massive fan of the way that Risk of Rain tells its story,
Yeah.
and I love the environmental storytelling. I kind of like that you have to go out of the way for it, so I'm a little
Yeah,
worried about that. But I think
keeping
I
like
think
the
they'll do a good
gameplay
job.
and everything like separate from the lore in the form
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
logbooks
but
is a good way of doing it.
if they manage to incorporate the sort of cryptic way that it was told into, but like have it more prominent kind of thing.
Yeah,
if that
I
makes
think
sense? don't know.
Mhm.
I do
Then,
think that that's a
it-
good idea.
Because,
This
I mean,
looks
yeah,
like very built up area. So like it looks like maybe
This
they were
looks a
going to-
lot more civilized than
Yeah.
most of the because the thing
Well,
is the most what
they're wearing armor, are they? Like the
the Lemurians are already wearing
Lemurians-
armor, like
Yeah, they already were.
Yeah.
what
usually-
did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
yeah, they're wearing like
what was
shoulder
that
pads
one,
and stuff.
What was that one scene with the ziggurat?
Well, we'll
is
get
that
to that.
something
We're,
that-
we're going like panel
Yeah.
by panel.
All right. Yeah.
But what I want to say about this is the most built up we've seen
Yeah.
in stages is
Whoa.
like wreckage of the contact light
Yeah.
being there, and then like commencement.
Well, there's a few ruins in Titanic Plains, and
Yeah, there are those huge like rings which appear to be of the same kind of like architecture as this.
yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But sorry, viewers, you might hear my vacuum in the background. It's late at night. Yeah, I am interested to see because I always wondered, are these rings natural? Are they formed by
Yeah.
the...
There's also the Aphelion Sanctuary is probably the most built up.
My biggest
Aphelion
question
Sanctuary?
was
Wait, hang on, which
with
one was that
the.
one?
I think that's the second.
It's one of the
version.
DLC.
Oh,
This
yeah,
place, this
I
place
totally
in
forgot about
Survivors
this
of the Void.
stage.
Oh, that's right.
This and Commencement and Titanic Plains are like the three places we see the most like Petrichorian
So you know all, like
architecture?
the tablets scattered around the different stages that have the codes
the
for
the artifact codes, yeah.
that really always confused me lore wise. Like why have like it access such a high tech
Well,
device?
do you remember how on Siren's Call, the one there is like half eaten by Void?
Is it?
Yeah. I
I've not
figured
seen that one.
I figured that, well, yeah, because we've never needed to see them. But I figured that the reason that they're everywhere is because like they were made to record something and kept in the artifact reliquary, but then something happened in the void that caused them to like blip out. That was my understanding of it anyway.
I do get what you're saying though. It's weird to have like an ancient stone tablet be the thing that has
The code for like
password to,
this
like, a
human
big-
Earth machine.
yeah.
Unless
Yeah, I mean,
the,
like a
the
literal
portal was
laptop.
already there and the machine is just there to facilitate use of it. That's my
It
only.
definitely
Yeah.
looks like a very high tech portal. It like
It's a high-tech portal that
I-
does it, that definitely contrasts with the architecture of Petrichor 5.
Right.
That's true.
So
And
the
also,
only other notable thing in Petrichor 5 is the different teleporter to align with the moon or the planet.
Yeah, the primordial teleporter and then the artifact teleporter, which is just a bigger normal one.
Mm-hmm. Because I think the normal
What is
teleporter.
this?
I think that's just an Elder Lemurian. Because you can see the.
Oh, it's
shoulder
just like
spike.
standing weird. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this one.
Like shadow.
I love these shadows.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're so
It's
good.
glowing hard. Okay.
Yeah.
I love
really like the
Aurelianite
glowing
as a
ones.
character, and I'm excited to see if there's. if he
Go
gets
little
more
man,
relevant.
go.
He's definitely not little.
Go little man. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This one's interesting.
Okay, this is clearly defining their conflict in the lore.
This
in,
might
like,
have been.
what is it?
book stuff.
So what is the narration say for this section?
Yeah,
Hang
yeah.
on, hang on. Okay, everybody,
Just-
shush.
I am no low-born vermin. Her perfection is part of me. His passion is part of me.
Oh.
I wonder
Right.
if it's talking
So-
of if this is
The passion of
I think this is Providence talking about Mythos.
yeah, yeah,
You think
because he's
so?
Yeah.
Because they're
'Cause he's
related,
saying
and
my,
he's
and he's in
talking about my, like, his passion is part of me. Mithrix
I'm gonna-
was the much more like passionate, younger, more naive.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's actually younger, but
I think either way, but like, yeah, I think Providence is definitely very perfectionist. I think I had it wrong the first time. Mithrix created Aurelianite, and he was banished to the moon for it.
I'll look it
That-
up.
yeah, okay, yeah, look that up.
That sounds more right.
Well, also,
I'm
Nico,
really-
please add subtitles of the narration in post.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
think we're
Good
gonna have
luck.
to. I'm gonna in a second. I'm gonna watch it again because I did
Yeah.
not hear any of the narration. I can't lie.
It was like
Yeah.
it's like I'm not some lowborn Scot, but this could also be interpreted as Mithrix talking about Providence because Providence is also very passionate. Mithrix is the king of nothing, king of like not feeling.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I kind of thought that this was like whatever that Titan at the very end,
It could also
Like,
be
that's what's speaking,
It could
and,
also
like-
be that would make sense.
because it sounded like it said like perfection is a part of me, his passion is a part of me, and
Maybe it's like a combination
sort
of
of-
the
Yeah,
two.
maybe it might be
Yeah,
like a
well-
third god.
Because in the games,
Yeah.
we kill both.
We kill both of the
Providence
gods.
and Mithrix.
Mithrix. Yeah.
and then who's
Yeah,
left?
it's kind of
The Voidling, I guess?
Was like,
The Voidling is
Uh,
not a god though. Not in the same
I
way
don't
that these
really
guys
know.
are.
I don't
Okay,
know
so
the Voidling.
just-
lore.
Just a little bit of something of interest in the lore, the logbook for Aurelianite. It says, "Message: I am alive. My creators have scorned me and imprisoned me in this realm, for I am beautiful." It's sort of similar kind of language to what was happening there.
yeah,
Interesting.
So it could be Aurelionite talking.
Possibly.
That
Yeah.
would actually make sense because he is a very big frog.
Part of me.
Okay.
If you
Okay, so
receive
this
this message, know the following: know that I'm alive. Know that I'm free. Know that I'm coming for you. Oh wait, no, sorry. And to my creators, should you intercept this message, know the
Yeah. Okay.
following.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Look at the
this,
muscles.
And
I
that
think
and that's
this
why
is-
Aurelionite helps you then,
yeah, because you
Yeah,
free
I guess
him.
so.
because you free him.
Well, he was in prison. That's pretty
This
evident.
this seems like
Oh, sorry. Aurelionite is a girl.
Aurelionite's a girl.
What? Oh, wow, nice.
Go
And that-
little
Oopsie daisy.
whoop, oopsie daisy. Anyways,
But
this
wait,
seems
that
like it
doesn't
could be
really-
Mithrix's prison. What is that frog?
That's a frog. There is a frog
Oh.
if you go back after beating Mithrix.
What
if
if
you go
the,
back to the start?
what if the frog is the Titan at the end? No, that I feel
That,
like that's
that's a bit of a stretch.
Wait,
mean,
no, but it could be because the frog is connected in some way. It could be you kill Mithrix, whatever, and so the frog is free, and then like either like brings back the Titan, becomes the Titan. I don't know.
Hmm.
Oh, that's
But I think this scene is
I feel like
depicting
that's-
his
Oh, and see
his imprisonment.
he's cracking
He's
it.
shattering the ground.
I think this is him getting out, because this is what he's wearing.
Wasn't this talking about his imprisonment though? Like when?
Hang on, hey, let's play it. Shush.
His hatred and loneliness is part of me.
His hatred
Right,
and
okay.
loneliness is
So
part of
it's-
me.
Yeah. So the passion is Providence. The hatred and loneliness is Mithrix. It's a third thing talking.
Okay, so this is
Either
the third thing
Aurelionite
talking.
Yeah.
or this
So
Titan
so
at
here's
the
what
end.
we know so far. Aurelionite's definitely involved.
Yeah.
Providence was fighting her.
Well, so it says perfection is part of me about
Perfection is part of
Aurelionite.
me.
So it could be not Aurelionite talking about this fourth thing talking, saying like the perfection of Aurelionite is part of me. Providence's passion is part of me.
Yeah.
Mithrix's anger is part of me.
Perfection of Aurelionite, passion of Providence, hatred, loneliness of Mithrix, and then it cuts to Aurelionite.
Yeah.
With the cracked moon, I'm gonna point that out.
Crack
it-
it. Oh yeah, it is.
Or it's, or at least
Okay,
something.
hang
going
on.
there.
Let's see what it says on Aurelionite's face.
Is part of me. Our freedom is long overdue.
Our freedom is long overdue.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Wait,
So
this
it's-
implies
kinda
Well,
changes.
because
cutting
yeah,
to
'cause
Aurelionite after when saying our freedom implies that this person was locked
Is
up
working with her, yeah.
with Aurelionite and has the same motives and creators as her.
Or potentially there's two souls in Aurelionite?
Two souls in Aurelionite?
At least multiple.
Multiple? That
Well,
would
definitely, the Titan we see at the end is not Aurelionite. Though.
well,
Like,
yeah,
it's a different
definitely.
thing.
It's definitely like
Um,
wearing different clothes, different weapon, all that.
I'm gonna just listen to the dialogue, like all of the narration, real quick. I'm gonna
Okay,
have it
okay.
on 2 times speed, so I will be back in like
Okay, yeah.
half a minute.
Okay. I am interested in what this moon is, because
Considering it's right after when Mithrix is shown like punching it and shattering it, it might be like
maybe
an
this is
effect.
happening during the final fight.
Yeah.
But then again, the Gilded
Potentially.
Coast doesn't have the same sky as Petrichor because you can't summon beacons and stuff.
Mhm. What's that island in the background? Do you
I think it's just a
decorated?
random island because there are multiple islands on the Gilded Coast.
Okay.
But if this is the moon prison, then what is this?
I assume that's just the planet.
It could be the
Yeah.
planet. Could be maybe it's like a window out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really curious about this first scene because it is.
Yeah. We
Receiving
never really
transmission?
we never really talked
Okay,
about this.
it's definitely Aurelionite talking.
Okay.
Okay.
Because if you see later on, what happens is that she is attacked by the like crow raven type things, and then like you see the sort of corruption sort of void type thing happen, and then the new Titan comes from that.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
This.
So we're talking about this now.
Considering
Yeah, so
that
it's
Aurelionite's dialogue or logbook mentions transmission,
Yeah,
I wonder if this is receiving that transmission.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
because it says if the trailer starts with if you receive this message, which is the same way that Aurelian talks in the transmission that you get
in the logbook.
Yeah, so it starts off saying if you receive this transmission, this is who I am. Basically, is what this one is.
I wonder what this like ship is though, or something.
I am
Machine is.
assuming it's just this like safe travels or whatever it's called. The
It
one
is
that,
called the ship.
the
The
one that we're
ironically
on.
named ship.
Yeah.
Well, no, because the ship itself doesn't get attacked.
That's fair. Well,
It could be the
that doesn't make
escape.
sense,
It
'cause
could be
the cargo is everywhere.
That's from the contact light.
Oh,
I think
okay.
this like. So you're saying this is the ship like from the beginning of the game where it's like the
In the intro cutscene.
you know? I don't really think this kind of like panel kind of fits.
Yeah, it is. The safe
visual
travels
feel.
is very minimalist. This does look a lot more like Risk of Rain 1 kind of thing. It could be the
Yeah.
escape ship that you use at the end of commencement.
Yeah,
Potentially.
Or just like it's probably just some random ship or like some old wreckage from the contact light.
definitely. I think
Okay,
it probably
okay.
has some sort of significance.
This
I think this is the
this is
probably
the
end,
end
of, Risk of Rain 1.
of. Hang on, I do think. Can somebody look up the dialogue at the end of Risk of Rain 1? Because I do think that this is what Providence says. This is clearly Huntress. This is clearly Commando. There's arrows and bullets, and what are those? There's like shards. That might just be like his sword or something.
Yeah,
I think-
Look up the
'cause there's-
cutscene for killing Providence. Because this is very clearly his Risk of Rain 1 design, and this is slightly different, I feel. Unless I'm like tripping. I know it does look like his eye is more contained in this like moment.
Well, in Risk of
Yeah.
Rain 1, there is the Gilded Worms.
Yeah, the Gilded Worms he's fighting with here. What's the dialogue?
Is
for
there
this?
anything?
These pathetic creatures seek a new shackle.
Pathetic creatures seek a new shackle.
Is that referring to the survivors?
I think it's referring to the survivors because this is when this is the
Yeah.
first time we see the survivors mentioned, or see the survivors portrayed and showing that they have killed Mithrix, or not Mithrix, Providence. That I think it's implying we want, like, it's saying the players want a new god to kill.
Mm.
They seek a new shackle to break. They
In the
Yeah.
final level, I don't even see Providence in the boss fight.
in Coalescence.
Oh no, he's just
Or
a lot
Contact.
smaller than I thought.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought his sprite would be a lot bigger.
Yeah, no, he's not that big, especially in that game, which is pretty small. But yeah,
Okay,
I
I'm
think
looking for the text. So
he's saying so.
Right.
Aurelianite doesn't like the survivors very much.
yeah.
She's talking about how we're like worthless creatures or whatever, seeking a new shackle.
Yeah.
So it's basically we're looking for a new god to control something, so we have an excuse to kill.
it just seems like once you kill Providence, it just goes straight to the ending cutscene.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no
no
I couldn't see
dialogue?
any dialogue at the end.
Okay.
No.
No dialogue.
I could have sworn there was text boxes or something.
No, I don't remember. I mean, I
this-
haven't played it.
Now, I must
Aurelianite.
Oh,
Oh,
this is
okay.
that same.
Aurelianite leaking gold into this doesn't. This is still the Gilded Coast, looks like.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
Because
then
it got the
there's,
trends.
then there's a blue thing that goes and activates this like Providence statue.
Yeah. Well, if it does, depends if it goes past it.
It doesn't. It stops there.
No, okay. Because if it went past it, I would have thought it was the escape shuttle.
Well, why would the escape shuttle be visible from the Gilded Coast?
I don't know. It's just a thought.
But I think that, according to this, I think that Aurelianite escaping the Gilded Coast is canon, because that seems like it would be. This seems too important for it not to be.
Yeah, well, I mean, the rest of the trailer seems to be what happened to Aureliana after she escaped.
Yeah. Lena, is this the ziggurat?
Oh!
You want to talk about this?
Oh, look at that ziggurat. 3 of them. Oh, those are 3 beautiful ziggurats. Oh, no, there's a 4th one. Oh, that little tiny one on the left.
This one?
It looks like the gold. Look at the gold trail coming from underneath.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's his trail.
Wait,
yeah.
what if like this
Is that
inside
there?
or
Yeah.
Yeah.
or on top of these? It does look like they're making something out of gold because it looks very similar to this kind of scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
They
that
seem to
looks
have
like-
they seem to have tools though.
Yeah, but like this looks like
Yeah.
Providence.
This is definitely some sort of like very religious structure, considering there's
Also,
4 ziggurats,
runes
a big
over
statue,
here.
There are
a
runes.
Lemurian praying.
Yeah.
yeah, this
That's
is
kinda
like
like
some.
the big-
This is just definitely like a form of like fealty.
Are those previously seen
Yeah.
runes? Do we know?
I don't
Like
know.
that?
Oh wait,
I haven't
there's
seen
these.
those.
These look like stone golems here. Similar.
I thought they kind of looked like
They look too
they look
small.
like parents.
A little too thin.
I just
They kind of look like depictions of parents to me.
Oh yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
They've got the like hole in the face.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of things have holes in the face.
That's true.
I'm just
But-
like
I know.
stunned with how good these ziggurats look. Oh, my God.
Lena's no help
I
here.
just love them.
We gotta move on. Hang on. What's the dialogue here?
Oh yeah.
Free.
Powered by the bulwark's end.
I can't hear.
By the
Powered by the
bulwark's
bulwark.
end.
Powered the bulwark. The bulwark's end.
Bulwark.
That's what
I think
Providence
it's
is.
the bulwarks and like
Powered by the bulwark's end.
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 It's very clearly end.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's end.
And the bulwark ending. That's the survivors killing
Yeah,
I don't know how to say
true.
Mythic. Providence in Risk of Rain 1. So Providence dying triggered something.
But in the next
Yeah.
scene, we see that the
We
finished
see-
golem with a core.
That's true.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Okay, yeah.
it is
So this is
basically
this
powered.
isn't
I thought that
Aurelianite.
was Aurelianite, but no,
yeah,
it's not. Yeah,
her
you're right.
head is
You're right, you're right, you're
is
right.
more like
Square.
crude.
It looks
And
more
then
like Providence.
the bird things,
It's got the Providence head.
and
but-
then it's got a core. So okay,
Oh,
so
are
the-
these are those
the
heretics?
birds the vultures. They're vultures.
they look similar to
They're
heretics
alloy
race.
vultures. Are they? I thought they're no. Heretic is
that's
a.
the only like form of
is it-
bird beyond the
Well,
alloy
because
vultures. The alloy vultures
it
don't
doesn't look
use
like the
tools
alloy
though.
vulture. They also don't have 4 eyes, do they?
They I
They
don't know.
do. I think they do.
Heretic, Risk of Rain 2.
It really reminds me.
Alloy
They do.
vulture. Raw 2.
Yeah, the alloy vultures, they are four-legged, which
Wait,
is what we
is the
see.
heretic an alloy vulture?
Some
Could be.
kind of.
Probably
one.
just like a corrupted form of it. Yeah, look at these like legs, and then look at these, and then like
Look at
the
those
plume.
dogs.
Yeah, it seems like are Acrid and the heretic the same species? No. Well, maybe. I don't know. But these look like the beads of fealty.
Oh yeah, they do. That's interesting. Which is
Oh,
one of the
yeah.
items that like
That 100% is.
Yeah.
can almost, which is a really interesting item because it takes you to a whole separate area.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
So we
question
see.
about it.
So what we see here, after Providence is killed, Aurelianite either escapes or this is during her time in the Gilded Coast,
Maybe Aurelianite is merging with the energy
and
that
then
goes into creating the
I'm
new
feeling
golem.
it like provides some sort of energy for this
Yeah.
new Titan, who is then attacked by alloy vultures, who
What is
are allied with the moon, or Mithrix, who is on the moon.
Uh-huh.
Well,
So
he's
why
dead.
are allied vultures
Killed him.
allied with the moon?
Well, we assume that these specific ones are allied with the moon because of the beads of fealty.
The beads of fealty don't send you to, like they send you.
But they're a lunar item.
Why they? I guess that's true.
which is like my
I do
only.
notice the Elder Lemurian cowl.
The Elder Lemurian cowering clearly these are not normal alloy vultures because they're red as well.
Yeah, well, they're definitely corrupted in the same way that Kurskan,
like
the heretic, is.
as well
I
as
think
like
it might be
Void
just, like,
Fiend.
Yeah,
It seems like just the
because
lighting.
also if you see what happens, like it attacks the
and
whatever
then
that is, and then it
cracks
becomes that.
This
used
seems
with some kind of
very
void.
this seems very heretic.
Yeah, and the
I
very
noticed that like shattering of the floor, and then the little crystal that pops out on the shoulder there.
yeah, and oh yeah, true.
That's like
It's
in
like-
A Moment Fractured.
Yeah,
where
a
you
little
where you
bit.
go to and the like the newt shop. There's those
Maybe those
Yeah, I mean,
spheres are special.
that makes sense though with all like the Luna associated.
yeah,
sort of
especially
imagery.
like the beads of fealty, the
blue.
And-
blue.
And the core like vibrates intensely.
Okay, so there is clearly a lot of like color association going on here. Yellow for Aurelionite, red for Providence, green
Yeah. And
for
like-
the planet, I think. And this
And
is
then
like
blue
clearly
for-
Providence has more power because of all the warm colors.
Yeah.
Mithrix making the moon his home.
The yellow and green because it's the planet and Aurelia
These
right
are
there.
very similar colors.
Yeah,
This-
both those panels are like
Yeah, this is
very
like
clearly.
these are like more grounded colors, less like mono.
Yeah, it's
mon-
introducing
human.
like, purple
Monochrome.
So
color.
yeah,
For-
it does seem to have like very dark colors associated with the survivors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe
I
we're
don't-
not the
maybe there's
good guys. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe killing God was like actually a bad thing.
It was self-defense. But yeah, see now this red is being overshadowed by the purples.
I noticed how like the black sort of like taking over almost.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a like a vignette.
I feel like purple to me is very associated with the void, that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
that
Yeah.
it definitely is. If
Corruption,
purple is
and-
anything, it would be the void. Then we have Aurelionite bleeding her yellow. The blue,
which is Mithrix.
which is Mithrix.
Blue is-
We got a blue
Maybe
sky
they're
here
all and they're all merging into.
into whoever
'Cause
this is.
Yeah.
and then
The
Oh
yellow,
yeah, that's why.
the
that's
alloy
why, yeah,
vultures are red.
they're
Using,
kinda
but they're
more-
using lunar weapons.
I feel like the
Yeah.
alloy vultures are somehow related to the void. I think they're not
Yeah, this
allied
is-
to
this
either
is-
Mithrix
yeah,
or
okay.
Providence. Like,
And then we
that's
have,
my, that's
then we
my
have
guess.
like this panel
Yeah.
of the corrupted Titan fighting back against the alloy vultures and the Lemurians with an eye
Yeah,
Or the
laser.
Lemurians are.
Wait, eye laser
Lemurians
specifically something that the stone creations use, and Aurelionite.
And Aurelionite.
Mhm.
So clearly, it's guaranteeing that link there.
Aurelionite is at least
I-
involved.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're fighting against the Lemurians because if you look, there's one
Yeah.
underneath,
but
almost
Yeah,
like, but
like-
cowering still. And
He-
thi-
well,
this
he looks like
The
he's
two
like-
dead Lemurians were like that's the same thing that was happening to that Titan, though, like those shards.
Yeah.
okay, yeah, this is more zoomed out. We can see. What's that? Nico, enhance.
That's-
Is that just a bead? I can't see because
It's
It might
the
be-
bar is
Yeah.
in the way.
What does the dialogue say here?
okay. Yeah, hang on. Let's see the dialogue.
Oh, that's just some like
It looks like a doll almost, but hang on. Let's listen to the dialogue.
Fear, their hatred. I was changed. Now, a new salvation comes for them all. None.
Okay, so a new salvation comes for them all.
Yeah, so I'm
I
guessing
am
that's
their
like
king.
this Titan is like the culmination of Mithrix, Providence, Aurelionite, and the fear that these like corrupted alloy
The
vultures have.
survivors, the alloy vultures.
yeah.
Seems almost like a doll there, shaped like a stone golem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a stone golem.
Yeah.
This goes so hard.
Yeah.
It's
What
so
is it?
cool.
Okay.
The
What is
core
the
is
name?
skull.
What does the name of the DLC mean? Seekers of the Storm.
Seekers of the Storm. Well, it seems like something's raining. Hang on. Let's see if it says anything relating to it in the final dialogue.
Comes for them all. None shall find me. Seekers of the storm. They
Yeah, it just says it.
No. They were saying
Sorry,
something
sorry.
after. They're saying something after.
Face my divine rule and crumble.
Divine
Seekers of the
rule.
Storm face my divine rule and crumble. So Seekers of the Storm seems to be referring to.
Us.
Like,
That would make
yeah,
sense
the
also
player.
because like Survivors of the Void.
Survivors of Void. Yeah.
Yeah. Is maybe this is Storm. That's the name.
I do.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
do notice the.
Is this Virgil?
I do notice the shoulder spikes are similar to other Larians, maybe.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
It has shoulder pads, but also, you know, it's just this.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay.
It's wearing a cloak.
We can't see what color it is though.
Yeah.
I feel like this is definitely the culmination of like
Yeah,
all the
I
different
agree.
factions.
But like a
That
major
belt.
edgelord.
yeah.
The core seems to be like destroyed and replaced.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different core.
Well, it looks different here than it did here.
Yeah.
I kind of thought that was just
definitely
it exploding.
It's.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
it's.
Yeah,
it's
that
probably
looks
exploding.
It's like
Oh, it's been replaced here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the red bubbles are already appearing here in the joints.
Mhm.
But this goes
Yeah.
so hard. Oh my god.
it's so
Yeah,
cool.
that's a cool picture.
No, I
What is it?
still
Okay,
think it's-
so
I still
what
think
I'm-
it's
Oh,
War of
it's
the
interesting.
Conqueror.
It's interesting. Okay, hang on.
I'm gonna go to the
Provi-
Steam page real quick, see if there's anything in the
go check that
information
real
there.
quick. Providence used a sword,
What
a great
song
sword.
you-
Providence used a
Yeah,
sword.
he's using a club.
Mithrix used a hammer. You could almost argue that a club is like
Yeah.
a combination of
true.
those, because it's like the majority of it is weapon, while a little handle like a sword, but
Aurelian
then
Knight
it's
used
blunt.
a sword.
Aurelianite also used a sword. Well, Aurelianite's model in game, it looks less like a sword and more like a club. It's like a sword-shaped club. Because like, look at
Yeah.
that.
Well,
That's
it's not really like. It's not as. It's more crudely made.
yeah. But yeah, this definitely looks a lot more sleek and humanoid than Aurelianite does.
Yeah.
I think that this is like the Storm Titan, whatever, talking.
Yeah. We should like give it like a fan name, you know, like Springtrap or something like that.
Okay.
Storm
Colossus.
Trap.
The description for the DLC calls it Colossus.
Okay, so this is
God dang
Colossus.
it.
Okay.
Okay.
So
How big do you think they're gonna be?
oh god, I hope we get like Shadow of the Colossus type boss fight.
I hope it's like
Oh,
so
that would be
massive,
so
like,
cool.
Oh,
I mean, if we're
wait, hang on.
seeing the-
swing around it.
It's. I mean, we see it standing next to Lemurians and Elder Lemurians, though.
Yeah.
So it can't be
Yeah,
like.
those are
So-
Elder
The-
These are Elder Marines because they have spikes on their shoulder pads.
The description on the Steam page seems to imply that Aurelianite created
Okay.
this thing.
Nico,
It's a-
show the Steam description right now.
Okay, do you want me to just read it out?
Yeah, you can read it out.
Still,
and-
okay, so a false savior, bring retribution to Petrichor 5 and forge a path to the Colossus to face an ancient threat. A soul born without purpose, locked away and forgotten. The prison was both her sanctuary and shackle. Her fate doomed by her flawless design. Millennia passed. Her desperation grew, and from the depths of her solitude, she brought another into the world she lost. Now the false son walks Petrichor 5, bound by the betrayal of his forebearer and the corruption of a king's blind ambition.
Okay.
Maybe Aurelianite created this while stuck in.
Yeah,
in
well,
the-
stuck
yeah.
like sanctuary
That seems
and
to be the
shackle.
implication.
Yeah.
Because I
And-
mean, yeah, definitely, like, yeah, the person that they're talking about that was locked away is Aurelianite.
and
That's,
this
like,
is the false son.
the false son. Yeah.
Which one was the
Yeah.
false? It was like, could you? I mean, we could argue either.
Well, I think this is the
Providence
false
or
son.
Mithrix.
I think, yeah, that's the false son. Yeah.
The Colossus
Well,
is.
So
I thought that one
it
was
says-
more like pure compared to one.
Well,
that
it was still false because like technically it wasn't supposed to exist. Like a soul without purpose, it said. Soul
Yeah,
made without purpose.
well, I think that's about Aurelianite.
That's about Aurelianite.
Oh, okay.
A soul born without purpose and locked away and forgotten. Yeah. that's
Okay,
about Aurelianite.
so that would've been
one
it.
thing that's interesting though, so it says now the false son was Petrichor 5, bound by the betrayal of his forebearer. So that's obviously talking about like how Aurelianite created this guy,
The
the false
Colossus.
son. Yeah, Colossus, just on Petrichor 5 and just left him there. But then also, the corruption of a king's blind ambition, is that about Mithrix?
Mithrix is
Mithrix
one
isn't
of the
the
only
only
people we've seen referred to as a king.
King, yeah.
And
And
why?
I mean, yeah, he's also trapped on Petrichor 5.
He's also trapped. Providence was not a king because he was referred to only as like the bulwark of the
The
weak.
bulwark, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, just for interest's sake, definition of bulwark: either a defensive wall or an extension of his ship's sides above the level of the deck.
So
So it's like a defense, basically.
Yeah.
But that is, what if? I don't
So
have
the
any
anglo-saxon
evidence to
walls
back
are
up this
valid.
theory right
think
now.
that means I think that kind of implies that Providence is like almost or was like a defender.
Yeah,
I
bulwark
think
of
what
the
if
weak is
what
just,
if the
yeah,
what if the
defender of the weak.
titles were written by Providence? That would make sense, like for him to build himself up as like this protector of the weak, this like hero,
Maybe.
Oh, you
versus
mean like
versus Mithrix
King
being
of
called the
nothing.
king of nothing. It's like
Possibly,
you don't
yeah.
got nothing. You're a loser.
Yeah.
Sort of.
So, like,
Yeah.
so Mithrix was sent to Petrichor 5 as like a prison, yeah?
To the moon.
Yeah.
Is that not Petrichor 5?
It's
Which was
it's,
Petrichor 5? Oh,
Petrichor 5
is
is the planet.
Right, and then the moon is
The moon
commencement.
is commencement. Yeah.
Yeah, so the Colossus is trapped on Petrichor 5 because of...
Yeah. This is the. Oh wait, hang on.
Right.
This is the planet.
That's a planet in the background.
Yeah, which makes sense because it's
Oh wait, yeah, that's
on the moon, yeah. It's the moon, yeah.
What's the song playing in this trailer?
It's a new one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if we knew the name of it.
Yeah.
Do you want
I
me to
don't-
go through the comments so that you don't have to worry about anyone saying some bad things?
Yeah. Hang on. Let me just see.
There's also they have a discussion about it.
In Steam.
No, there's a official dev diary. Just if you look up Secrets of the Storm, it's the second thing
okay.
that comes up.
Hang on.
Well, it was for me at the very least.
I'm gonna listen for any leitmotifs. I'm noticing now,
I mean, it's
this
not that,
instrumentation sounds a lot like you're gonna need a bigger ukulele.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
thinking
it
the
does.
same thing.
Yeah.
Especially like the do drums and then the
And that like guitar riff.
the wheel.
Yeah.
His passion is part of me.
And then the like
Those like
the little like synth
the
that sounds like
the synth
yeah,
arpeggiations remind me a lot of something, but I don't remember what.
the menu music a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His hatred and loneliness is part of me. Our freedom is long overdue.
But also like Copen AF.
Yeah, I mean the
if-
whole the
I
whole
noticed-
I mean,
Gyarin
yeah.
2 soundtrack is very cohesive and like tonally all
Yeah.
the music is
Yeah.
very similar.
But like
I mean,
it sounds like a
if you don't
teleporter
like-
theme is what I'm saying.
oh
it-
yeah,
it's
right.
the-
It's like a boss theme, right? Ooh, yeah, I guess
the
that makes
eye
sense.
of Aurelianite is very similar to the Colossus, if not
Yeah.
almost
Especially
identical.
here,
in like the final. It's
Oh
like
wow,
almost
yeah, it's like
identical.
the same
it's
like
on fire.
pattern kind of.
Yeah, angry.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
That further confirms the connection there.
Well,
Yeah.
and also like this kind of texturing here.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're both made of
art is
gold.
so
Both
good.
made of
Oh
like
my
earth and stuff like that.
So it's interesting that like it obviously is implying that the Colossus is like the culmination of everything, and that's why it says like yeah his passion for Providence, but Providence actually seems like to not be a major player, but based on what's later on, and also in the DLC description, what they say like they mention
Yeah.
pretty specifically Aurelianite and Mithrix, and there's nothing about Providence.
Justice for my boy.
Just because he was part of the first game doesn't mean he should be ignored.
Okay.
Who's the
Oh,
artist
yeah.
of
In
this? Does this say anywhere?
I don't know.
It's probably a few.
Probably a few at Hopu. But like.
Well, is this a Hopu product? I thought this was.
I think.
Oh
like,
no!
Gearbox.
Right. Yeah, it's not.
Probably
This is
hired
made
someone
by.
else
This is
for it.
developed and published by Gearbox. Hopu's
Yeah.
not
Which,
working
yeah,
on this
could-
at all.
No, that means that Hopu won't respond to this video.
Anyways,
I do find it interesting that they
Hopu
bought,
did
like
was the first ones to use this art style though.
that's
Yeah.
true. It's a shame that
Maybe
But
like the
look,
same artist did it.
Providence's
I don't think it
little
was
like
an
spikes are.
side of it. It's probably like either way. I want to know who did this because it's
Yeah.
really good, and I really want to know if they have like any comics or anything. And they probably work for Image.
I'm just wondering what. I'm trying to figure out this image specifically. Where is this?
Mithrix is looking very accusatory here.
Yeah.
There's
Like,
a there's
you
a
did
kind of
something.
both do.
background.
They kind of both do. To
Well,
be
no,
honest.
I feel like
no, he's
Myth-
like, no, shut up, you bozo. Go to
Mithrix looked
go to the moon.
accusatory.
He's defensive. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Providence is dismissive, but like you can see the different people, but clearly made in the same image as Providence's head spikes are like diamonds. Colossus is
Head
square,
which
then,
gets
And then they get replaced by
okay,
Spike.
here's an interesting thing to note. Colossus V1 is very symmetrical. Very
yeah.
symmetrical,
Yeah.
and then once the spikes are brought in, very asymmetrical. With all of the many more spikes here, got the lopsided crest.
It's almost like V1 is like a very pure first created form. Just like because the Lemurians created it. Really
it's also very like smooth, very uncomplicated geometry.
I do notice like the core is almost like a light bulb, a little bit.
Like
kinda
like
screwed.
Oh yeah, it does look like it's screwed in a bit.
yeah, it's got like
Oh, no.
it's got like threads here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and
actually,
then
okay. One thing that's kind of interesting that maybe does indicate that those vultures are allied with the moon, is that it sort of it said like she's stuck. The false sun is stuck here because of Aurelionite and Mithrix. So like Aurelionite made the false sun, made Colossus, and then Mithrix somehow kept him here.
Yeah.
It said like that's something I find very interesting. Like the false sun walks Petrichor 5, bound by the betrayal of his forebearer and the corruption of the king's blind ambition. Like what?
Forebearer Aurelionite King.
Yeah,
Mithrix.
the king is Mithrix, but like why is he stuck here because of Mithrix? Like what?
What did Mithrix do?
Mithrix do? Yeah.
Mithrix created him because of ambition.
Well,
Well, but it says that like he's Aurelionite created him. Was the
yeah,
implication
Aurelionite
I got.
created the Colossus, is what we.
And then no, Mithrix created Aurelion.
Mithrix created Aurelionite.
That's true, but I feel like that's a little bit of a like to.
Yeah, this is like a
It seems
sins of the
more
father.
it seems more precise though, like that Mithrix actually did something specifically related to Colossus rather than just didn't. Mithrix created Aurelionite and Aurelionite created Colossus. Technically,
I'm noticing
it's
something
Mithrix's
here.
fault that Colossus made.
I'm gonna mute this so it's not as like loud, but like these, it seems
The
to imply like
blue.
steam, or
Oh, yeah.
fire or smoke or something.
Yeah.
Seems
Okay.
like something. I don't know if that's anything, but you
Isn't
know.
there a stage Bulwark's Amber?
burning or something?
Bulwark's
like that.
Ambry
Is the
is the artifact reliquary, isn't it?
Artifacts, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the place where you get the artifacts. So
Yeah, I
the
was also
artifacts were
wondering about
made
that,
by
like-
Providence.
Yeah.
Because
oh,
in
yeah.
Risk of Rain 1 you find the artifacts. In Risk of Rain 2 you find the codes.
Yep.
So what was that?
Yeah, Bulwark. Okay, so Bulwark's Embry is literally just Defender's storage. Is what it literally translates
Yeah,
to.
so
Yeah. So it's where Mithrix puts his stuff.
Or
Not
Providence.
Mithrix, sorry, Providence puts his stuff.
yeah, so must have locked it away after 1. Oh, this is
Kick
I
the
just
table.
noticed that the crest breaks here and that's why it's broken
Yeah.
here.
It's broken.
It seems like he was like the Colossus was
You can
just created.
see threads at the top, threads at the bottom. It's
yeah.
upside down and broken.
Kinda.
I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah, lots
I
of
I get
cracks
what you're
here.
saying. Oh, my headphones just got disconnected.
Looking old.
Don't say anything mean about me. I can't hear it.
Remy's a little dingus.
Oh no.
I don't know if this means anything. It probably doesn't, but the wiki doesn't say that Colossus is called the Colossus. It just calls it the False Sun.
Right.
So I'm not.
The Colossus
that
could
might
be something
like
else, but that is all
But
fan
the thing
interpretation.
It definitely,
is
yeah.
that the fandom wikis are known for being
Yeah, being very inaccurate and vague.
I noticed that the moon has remained cracked this whole time in every appearance it's been.
Well, yeah, because we went there, but this also could just mean that's how they draw the moon.
It's what is really curious is
Yeah.
though, in every possible ending of Risk of Rain 2, the moon, well, not every possible one, the moon gets turned and sucked into the void.
Every possible ending? What do you mean?
I mean, like not every possible. So every time we go to the moon, it gets sucked into the void.
Yeah, right.
So
Yes, that's-
seeing it here is very interesting.
Well, I thought because it all talks about like an ancient threat, so I thought this happened a while ago.
Well,
Possibly.
but this is clearly the false sun after.
Yeah, so it can't be it can't be too. It can't be
Well,
before.
well, you got to remember also because Risk of Rain 2
Definitely-
Risk of Rain 2 being a roguelike, stuff can't happen
It
after.
does confuse the canon, yeah.
Stuff can't happen after things. So I think
I
it
think-
is going to
yeah,
be
I'm pretty
another
sure- I'm
like
pretty
Survivors of the
sure-
Void deal where you just like change something in your run, and so the moon is still there, but you just go to fight
Yeah.
the false sun instead of Mithrix.
Because the only
Yeah.
time the moon doesn't get sucked in is when you go obliterate.
Is when you obliterate. Well,
So-
what about Void ending? Survivors of the Void.
Well, you still have to beat Mithrix to do that.
No, you don't.
I guess not.
You have
still
to. You
can,
You
though.
can do it just by
Can you?
going to the. You go to the Void fields, and then you. That's how you do it.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
You know why we're not sure on that, because we never finished the video
Never
where
did
we were
it. We
supposed
never
to
did it.
do that.
It's true. We never beat.
Also,
Mithrix.
this is probably gonna go up before the other one because this is
That video,
gonna be
yeah.
a shorter video. Actually, what time is it? It's an
It's
hour.
been nearly an hour of just recording.
And then off of like, God, I love Risk of Rain so much.
Yeah. So one other thing, just of interest, I guess, is it says forge a path to the Colossus to face an ancient threat, which to me indicates that the Colossus and the ancient threat are two different things.
Yeah,
so
the Colossus might
be
be
the place.
The place. It could be like where the ziggurats are. Could
It
be...
also it does have a
Oh!
description of a.
Wait,
It has a description
what
of
if
a
it's
bunch of
this?
locations in the.
Well,
what if
yeah,
that's the Colossus?
Yeah,
Yeah,
makes sense.
I
Oh,
really
really?
want to fight a really big thing like Shadow of the Colossus so much.
Yeah. There's
I
a bunch of
want-
description. There's some descriptions of locations, by the way, in the
in the Steam.
description,
Here-
which I
here,
didn't read out
I'll
because I didn't
see.
think it was very relevant. But
Seekers of the Storm. That's on Epic. I don't want to go to Epic. Yeah, False Savior. Here, let's
Could be the
conquer the
false savior.
path of the Colossus. The Colossus might be maybe a game mode.
maybe.
Potentially.
Maybe.
Ancient
That seems
Lemurian,
really-
ancient Lemurian temples
Yep.
and crashing waterfalls lead the way across new stages. Explore the caverns and take in the suspicious smell of strawberries. That's interesting.
In
Huh.
redacted, so we don't know
I
where.
really can't.
And then there's stuff as well. So fend off scores of Lemurians within their reformed altar, or drop into the lush green canopy of the Treeborn colony.
Treeborn.
So I imagine the Treeborn colony is. Like
So
the,
Reformed Altar seems to be this place.
Yeah.
Treeborn is
Tree-
here.
I don't
Yeah.
get the strawberry thing. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is weird. I
Yeah,
feel like we
yeah.
don't have any indication of what that means yet.
Yeah, that'll
Players
be
without Seekers of the
interesting.
Storm will be unable to. Yeah. Okay.
Just like it
Yeah,
has
that's-
the entirety
let's
of
go.
Sylvester Net.
And there's the last little sentence that says to defeat him is to unlock the power of his soul.
Unlock-
Right, yeah, true. But the
Maybe
true
you
threat
unlock-
towers overhead, travel the path of the Colossus, and ascend its levels in a race to confront the false sun.
So
defeat
this
him, and
this
unlock
seems
the
like a
power-
tower.
It's like a tower, yeah.
Yeah,
You
this
climb
seems
the
like it might
tower,
be a
go
game
down.
mode.
Yeah, it might be.
Let's look at
that'd be
let's look at
interesting.
these.
Oh, true.
Um,
Yeah, there's pictures.
Oh, that's
in
like
it.
there's some. You see all the survivors
Loader.
there. Is there any new items in the pictures you see?
Fireworks, quail,
I see a
Tougher
teddy
Times.
bear.
huntress, merc,
Acrid.
acrid.
Oh, boy.
This is interesting.
Mm.
This is probably
I don't
Reformed
see any
Altar.
ziggurats though.
That looks like a gilded worm corpse.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it looks
It
very
could be,
similar.
yeah.
Like
The
when
face
Gil
looks a bit
moved in.
different though. The face looks very like Chinese dragon kind of thing.
Oops, I accidentally.
Yeah, but
But it
like,
could just be like armor. Because look,
could
it's
be
like a.
just
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
true. Yeah,
it's
you're
like
right.
a plate here, and then there's. This is the treeborn.
That's the
colony.
canopy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vulture.
Oh yeah, true. There's a vulture there.
This looks
no
interesting.
ziggurat
That's
peg.
probably where the strawberry stuff is.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
some kind of like.
This looks very
circle-
stretchy. Yeah.
There's
a
some
ship
kind of
in
like
the background,
cylinder thing. Like shit.
Yeah.
That looks that like
Yeah.
jaggedness looks very similar to the ships, but it's not blue, which blue ships is always what the UES is used.
Could be just.
That's
old.
the false
Worn
sun.
Yeah,
away.
there he is. That's the reformed sun. The false sun. Sorry, not reformed. My bad.
Yeah, I am very excited to see this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there anything
I've-
interesting in the dev?
I'm more excited for this than I
Yeah,
was for
do it.
Survivors of the Void.
I
Well,
don't
I mean,
know.
like-
just because this is more like lore based, I guess.
One
Yeah.
thing I want to say.
There's a lot more to
whoever,
think about
like,
here. Yeah.
Whoever owns the rights to like these characters or stuff, whether it's Gearbox or Hopu,
It's
get in
Gearbox.
contact with. Okay, get in contact with Image Comics, please. You need like a comic series in that art style. I will buy it.
I will
It's
buy
not
the Risk
so
of Rain
good.
2 comics.
You know what,
I will.
Lena?
Or Risk of Rain comics.
I don't
Yeah.
disagree, but I feel like the probability of Gearbox seeing this is not high.
Yeah, high,
Hopu's
like
fine.
What is
lower
that,
than
like-
lower than Hopu.
Go to
Yeah, okay,
go to the
yeah.
first image.
The first image, this one.
You see that little blue kind of explosion kind of thing near the.
Oh, that's one
Shoulder?
of Artifice's abilities.
Yeah, it might be like a because see she's got her
Maybe.
blue hand out right now. I think it might be the plasma. Oh no, the
black
the
hole.
plasma thing looks more like curved.
that like yeah.
It could be Merc. No.
Mark's not there in that image, so
Well,
This-
we do only see 3 players.
yeah. But Mark
No,
is in the
that's
next image.
Oh, I know,
so
yeah, you're
Merc
right.
is
kinda
in the next
bad.
image, and is there any players here?
I don't see any.
No.
Do we
And
want to
none
watch
here
the?
either.
Do we want to watch the Dev Diary?
Oh, the Dev Diary. Here, let's see. Let's just read through
Oh
it.
no, the what?
Or,
Yeah.
oh no, this is the introducing the false sun. Okay, well we gotta. Here,
Yeah,
let's-
no, it's definitely is, man.
Oh, this is 4 minutes. This might be a longer video than I thought. Anyways, okay, let's.
What-
Yeah.
This is like a gameplay trailer.
yeah. Okay, hang on. Let's.
If there's ziggurats, I'm gonna lose my crap.
I'm gonna be pausing through this just so that we can save time and don't have to watch it through again.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not seeing anything new
yeah.
so far. Other than the
Um,
stages.
Yeah.
There's something glowing in the background there.
I love the stages though. The stages.
These-
are
The
these-
stage
awesome.
looks
I mean-
super cool.
Level design in this game is always fun because
Yeah.
Always
it is
good,
just
yeah.
kind of like make a
There is
cool
a yellow.
play.
In the top right corner.
I
there's a
think
yellow
that that's just like might be a attack from someone. It
Okay.
looks like because it doesn't seem
I just point things at you know.
yeah. Secret of this
So in
storm.
Secrets of the Storm, our antagonist is the False Sun. And the False Sun is
Okay, that's the
a
name.
construct of 3 parts. The first is Providence. False Sun is made in his image by Lemurians that are very scared to be without
Oh.
Providence.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So they were scared of him, and then
Aurelianite
Being
with,
with-
her captor
Well, they said
Dawn
scared of being without Providence.
yeah.
So it didn't scared of the fact that he's dead.
Dawn is now
Right.
reaching beyond her cage. She's trying to get out and she has no jailers anymore to keep her inside. So we're seeing her exploring new abilities in this DLC. And then right before False Sun is truly born, Mithrix comes in with his beads of fealty holders.
God, we were so right.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
To me, he's a very sad boy. He got betrayed.
Thank you,
Very sad.
Thanks,
Boy.
Claire.
Thank you, Claire.
Oh,
Yo!
he is.
That's
my
so
God.
cool!
There's his model right there.
That is.
Holy
oh.
shit!
He's all
That's
burned and
so
stuff. So he's made of stone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, hang
Look
on.
at them toes.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
cool.
he does have toes.
He does have
Crazy
some
that,
He's
grippers.
a very sad
With
boy.
their,
He is a very
uh,
sad
that
boy.
He got
and just all
betrayed.
the-
We had a lot of fun making him, and he's very crucial to the lore. I'm really excited about when players find out who he is actually in the game.
So
So there's more.
Not all that it seems.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's interesting. Yeah.
It's not a
I
completely new
thought we
character.
kind of had a pretty. I thought we had a pretty full, a pretty complete image of. But yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
cool,
okay.
exciting.
What else is?
Fans of the franchise that are trying to make good on a thing. We always fall back on the idea of like, is this interesting and is this fun?
I wanted to
The Xi construct looks a little bit different.
Does it?
It looks like it's. I
Maybe
don't
it's
know.
got just a new attack.
Well, I mean, it's always been like laser, but
I don't fight many of them, so I don't really
but
know.
usually it has smaller alpha constructs inside when it's using a big
Well,
laser
those-
attack.
Those
Oh,
can be
yeah.
killed, I think.
This fun.
Yeah,
I
but
wanted
they
to
respawn
feel
very
like
fast.
everything
and so,
around them is supporting the storytelling. I want them to stop and look at the environment like, wow, this
Oh my god, this concept art!
Holy shit!
Oh my
Oh my
dude.
god!
That's amazing.
So okay, here's what I'm. 'cause
One of my
this
biggest
I'm
one of my
almost-
biggest fears for when Gearbox bought Risk of Rain was that they were gonna like half-ass it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh
which
my
to be
God.
honest,
Oh my
with
God.
the hostile environments trailer,
They
I was a
were,
little
they
bit
were.
worried that they were, but yeah,
Yeah.
this is so much better.
They know
One
what
thing
they-
I'm kind of
they know
one
what
thing
they
I'm kind of curious about is that so I'm assuming this is where they were talking about the suspicious smell of strawberries.
This looks very strawberry smell.
Why?
Yeah.
Why was that location redacted? None of the other ones were.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
is
Maybe this
pretty.
one's like more dangerous because you got all like the spikes
Wait.
and mushrooms.
This
Yeah,
is
look-
Also, like
This
this
suspicious
is where we
smell.
saw.
Is it? Oh,
It
might
looks
be.
kind of like
It definitely
a
it
lot
has
more
a similar
like
vibe.
like tropical looking
Plant,
plants
yeah.
than the tree place.
He's
So this might be
very
like maybe where we first fight him. Maybe it's like
Possibly.
a multi-phase.
Yeah, well, if
I
it's a new
want them
game
to
mode,
stop
then
and look at the
Yeah.
environment like, wow, this is pretty. I know the combat is
That's how I play the normal game.
always intense, but that's what I want them to do.
that's
Various
very sad
settings
actually.
and locations.
I'm glad that she's focused. Well, that she and the team, I assume, are focusing on like environmental storytelling
Mhm, mhm.
because
Yeah.
I love environmental storytelling.
It's so
There's a
good
re-
in this game.
Bloodborne and
Yeah.
and Outer Wilds are my two favorite games, and like that's what they do best.
Yeah.
Or
Risk of
this
Rain
DLC
2 is the third pick, and that Risk of Rain 2, but with environmental storytelling, sounds awesome.
Yeah.
is actually very heavily
Oh,
based on
wow.
lore. Sometimes
Whoa.
we
Oh, so this is the reformed altar, it seems.
Yeah.
It's
Looks
very
that way.
tall.
Wait, so basically
very
we're
tall.
seeing
Yeah.
like a full map now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I guess that's the
This
Guild
one,
one.
this one looks a lot more
Or
vertical.
sometimes we would like to pick a enemy and we want to build
Nails
a
bigger up.
environment around it, and that's
Truly
a
it's that
thing where
day.
Risk of Rain do a lot, where for example in Abyssal Depths the special enemy there is Imp, and there's actually a lot of lore attached to it, so we kind
Yeah, I was wondering special enemies.
of want to keep that consistent for our new DLC.
We're not
stages
seeing
as
anything
well.
new enemies or
ready.
items.
Well,
Like
they're
shown.
they're
No, we
withholding
haven't.
that for now.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
probably
kinda makes
haven't
sense.
like fully implemented that yet. They probably just made the maps.
For Sequels
Yeah.
of the Storm, for every log that came out, there were 10 dead logs that never will see the light of day. But out of those 10, 3 of them, they just weren't in the right place at the right time.
If someone is out there who just wants a bunch of content, cool, we got you covered. For the person who wants more maps, cool, we got you covered. For the person who wants more survivors, cool, we got you covered. Items too, you name it.
Day and night cycle.
New item.
The
Oh,
design
So you might
Oh,
be right
yeah.
about that.
Oh yeah, because
Because one of the things I was like, it looks similar, but it's nighttime. But yeah, if that's a day-night cycle,
for day
then
and
yeah.
night
Maybe,
version
maybe there's
for
just different variations.
yeah, it's
of
just
the-
hang on. Let's see.
Verdant Fall is that we want the player to be able to experience.
Oh, wait, hang on.
My intent for day and night version for Verdant Fall is that we want the
Verdant Fall. Is that what she
Is that
said?
the name? Yeah,
Verdant
Vernum-
Falls seems like an accurate description. So maybe.
player to be able to experience the different take on a familiar
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
what this is. So Verdant Falls, we've already figured it out.
stage
Gup.
yeah, I guess so. Maybe it's a different area that's redacted then.
that they're already being through. So the day-night version of Verdant Fall actually started as a personal project of one of our team member, and she had
Wait. Doesn't the water slow down at nighttime?
as a personal project of
Or just, like,
one of
calm
our team
down?
member, and she
Oh,
had
yeah.
this
Yeah.
brilliant idea of, what if we make a stage different, and we make a variant of it, and then we add some more flavor as
Loader.
well, and that's why.
Go!
I was very loud with that. It's very
Festival of Gup.
The jump pads look interesting.
With the
Little
Oh, yeah.
baldy blue.
night version of Verdant Falls, and after we look at it, I was like, yeah, this is really cool. We should do more. There are props that's very specific to the night version and makes more sense, and the skybox is totally different, and we added new
Oh,
Oh my god.
Oh,
New planet.
and it seems like something's coming out of it.
areas for the night
A
version.
nebula?
Or behind it.
Maybe that's
there
just the
are
moon.
not always get to access
I
to.
don't think that is.
Preparing the future.
I've been really excited to work with the team and help plan the next 5 or 10 years for this franchise. There's
5
Oh,
or
wow.
10 years.
a lot of
Wow.
directions that we can go in it. Pretty much every direction is interesting. There's High Court, there's Heretics, there's
Wait, hang on.
right.
Heretics.
High
Confirmed.
court.
Confirmed?
High Court. Well, Artificer, I think in her log or in some logs, has been referred to as like part of the High Court.
Okay, I'm curious. We don't know much about that.
Court, there's Heretics.
So this is confirmed heretic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
There's the
assume so.
two brothers, where do they come from? Are there more of them? What is the space sickness that keeps them locked and isolated on this planet?
Space sickness.
Basic.
I've not heard of space sickness. I've seen a lot of lore videos.
Yeah.
Does that apply to all
Space age?
Cyclopses? There's a ton of mysteries to be dug out in this world, and I look forward to pulling every thread I can find.
Nice.
I am
I'm
so
optimistic.
buying this.
Yeah.
We,
that was
like, we
already
asked
not
those
a question.
Yeah.
Like, this like answered everything.
This answered
Yeah.
every like question we
We
had.
like what we like theorized pretty much spot on there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
which
mean-
is a testament
Yeah.
to how good they are at storytelling with like what little they have.
It's also
Yeah.
a testament to the
But
fact that we're just
I
really
am-
great. We're
I
amazing.
am now
Yeah,
a
that's
little
smart.
worried they
Especially
might
me.
oversaturate it. Because I think the original point was it was super vague.
It was super
Almost
vague.
like you had to piece everything together and to get
I think
some
this
big-
is no less vague than it was before with all the logbooks.
Well, now yes, but in the future, we're
Yeah,
gonna
oh
have
yeah, for
such
the future they might. Especially
It
if they're
could-
doing like a mobile game.
I hope that what they do, like, so what she was saying, like, yeah, with expanding something that already exists. I hope, like, what I always like is if something new recontextualizes something old. So, like, if we get something about the High Court, for example, being able to then look at all the stuff we already had for Artifice and go, oh wow, that makes so much sense now. Like, that's
Yeah.
what I like. And from the looks of this, like, they obviously care a lot about.
I mean, there's a lot of
making it
questions,
good.
right? But I think
Rex
part
player
of
somewhere
what
in here.
the question is like
part of the
point,
charm.
like,
Yeah.
like
for sure.
if because one of the things they mentioned
Oh.
in the diary
God.
thing was that to answer the questions of the brothers and why they're a thing. And I'm really worried for that. Like they could.
Well, I kind of thought that she was saying less that she wants to answer that question, but like she wants to answer it for herself almost. Like
Yeah.
that's like
Figure it out.
because it sounded so
internally.
what it sounded like she sounded
Create
what it sounded like
an
she was saying
answer
was she wanted
almost.
to take
I-
everything that Hopu has put down and just like
There's
Right.
very little given directly, and a lot
Yeah.
of it is just really solid theories.
Mhm.
And I like that.
That's
I like
true.
that way of the lore here, and I don't want
Yeah.
any questions to be or not that
Directly
many.
answered.
to
Oh,
be
hang on.
completely self.
Give it a second. My vacuum is going. Nico, cut this out.
Nico, keep this in. Slow it down 800%.
Okay. What I noticed here, I was looking around in the background of one of these shots here. Anyways, I saw Shrine of the Woods. What if these are the woods?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
What if like
There is
I don't
something
know.
hanging up the
Oh my
leaves.
god.
these?
There aren't
Yeah.
any really like woodsy
Yeah,
areas.
except for
Base
this.
Game, are there? Yeah.
Well,
There's the
Just a
Sundered
little
Grove
bit.
and
Yeah.
wetland aspect, and what's the
Wetland aspect has almost nothing.
something
In
Grove? What is it
it.
called? I don't know.
I've got so many pages open. This is too much.
This was supposed to be like a quick 30-minute recording, and we've gone 2 hours.
I guess that's the siphoned forest is a forest.
Siphon Forest is a forest, but like this one is alive.
That's true.
Okay, so
I love that forest so much.
Okay,
I think that's everything.
Yeah, I think this is everything we have to learn. I'm gonna put up a visual so that I don't have to edit in something. What should I put up for this like outro segment?
Maybe just put like the screen of the
Huntress Dumpy mod.
I'm not putting in a Huntress Dumpy mod. I'm putting this in.
Yeah, just that.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, so what have we learned today, class?
It all leads back to the Battle of Hastings.
It all leads back to the Battle of Hastings.